This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets. Workbook Nuggets was written to be a commentary or study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading the book's full commentary on today's workbook lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some impromptu thoughts and comments on today's lesson and my commentary. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 79, March 20. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. Today's lesson contains the following key sentences. Quote, "The exercises for today will be successful to the extent to which you do not insist on defining the problem. Perhaps you will not succeed in letting all your preconceived notions go, but that is not necessary. All that is necessary is to entertain some doubt about the reality of your version of what your problems are." End quote. That is what today's lesson is about. The lesson is asking us to consider the possibility that reality is not what it seems to be. Is that so hard to do? We know that we are surrounded by radio waves and other things we cannot see. We know that we are living on a giant ball orbiting in a vast expanse of nothingness. Is it so hard to think that we may not be seeing things exactly as they are? That there is a larger reality beneath the surface? The lesson is asking only that you still your mind, quiet your preconceived answers, and listen for the truth. You will know it when you hear it, but just making the attempt to hear is success enough. It opens the door. Today's lesson tells us that all evidence to the contrary notwithstanding, each of us has only one problem. And even more surprising, it is exactly the same problem. We all have the exact same single problem. The lesson doesn't keep us in suspense. It identifies the one problem. It is separation. In other words, we believe in individual people and things, separate, discrete people and items with space around them. And in the world we live in, the existence of individual people and things is undeniable. But remember, the purpose of the Course is to teach us to see a different non-physical world where separation and the resulting conflict does not exist. In this non-physical world, there is only love. Think about it for a moment. Don't all your problems derive from you and your loved ones having bodies that need to be sustained in a world of competing bodies and finite things? What if this was not true? How would you feel if you were mistaken and you actually were something far different than it would appear? If you had no needs and were incapable of suffering any harm or loss. But that is what you are. In the reality, the Course is helping you to remember. Remember who you are in truth, and all your problems have been solved because you had only one. You thought that you were a separate and limited body.